I'm back again. I'm back. What's up? And today, give my opinion on the signing for Chelsea of Hakeem Ziyech, plays in the Dutch league. He plays for Ajax. Can play in the cam, can play on the right or the left. I support Chelsea. You guys don't know, I support Chelsea. I like football as well as NBA basketball, and I feel that us signing this player is a huge coup for our team, for our squad in general, because as fans, when you watch this team play, it's at times very frustrating, it's very annoying, it gets under your skin quite a lot, because we can see the problems this team have in creating chances against teams who step back and defend. We can see the problem this team has against teams who play with a low block and defend. And for months since last summer, I have banged the drum saying we need to buy a cam, we need to buy another striker, probably to buy a left back, because this team has no leaders in it at all. It's a very young team. It's a team who needs to buy players who can improve this team. It needs to buy players who can compete with other players for certain spots in his team, i.e. striker, i.e. left back, probably another centre back as well. We need to improve by bringing players who can compete with other players for spots in this team. And this is a great sign for us as Chelsea fans, because Hakeem is a great player and he will improve his team no end, because he is someone who has the ability to create chances for players very easily. He, in my opinion, will play in a role for Chelsea where he will drift. He'll drift from maybe right wing to left wing to cam. He'll drift, and he will create chances for his team. I'm not saying that Mason Mount has not been playing well for this team, because he has. In the first few months of his season, Mason Mount was on fire. He was scoring goals. He was creating goals. He was assisting for Tammy. He was doing everything that you want a player for us to do. Over the past few games, the past few weeks, past few months, he has not been able to play like that game in, game out. There's been games where I've seen him drift out of games, and there's been games where I've seen him not be able to create enough chances for Tammy to score. Now, with Mason Mount, he can play on the left-hand side of a free, or might play behind Tammy as well. But with him, for me, the problem is he's not a player who creates for other players. He's a player who can get on the end of balls and boxes. So I feel that he is not able as of yet to know or be able to create against teams who sit back and defend and who create a low block and say, "Come beat us." For me, he looks sometimes a bit lost in that way, and it's very frustrating. It's very annoying, because as fans we can see that he's got a lot of ability, he's got a lot of talent, but for me, he is still raw. He's still young. He will obviously improve, hopefully a lot more. And for me, he sometimes needs a rest. He looks a bit tired sometimes, like in games, and I think us signing Hakeem will help him in a way as well, because he will be able to watch him in training and see how he trains and see how he is able to create against teams who sit back and defend, because Hakeem will be able to, because I believe that Hakeem will create against teams who defend. He'll be able to create against teams who attack as well. So I feel that him coming to us is a great coup for us as fans and as teams. As far as Jorginho goes and Kovar as well, I feel that Hakeem signs for us, they'll be able to be more defensive rather than they are now, because Frank is trying to get Kovar and Jorginho as well to be more forward attacking for the plays. I feel that they're not that at all. They are not really that attacking as such. I believe Kovar is the best player in midfield for our team right now, but he's not a Silva, he's not a De Bruyne, he's not a Jack Grealish. He's not a player who will be able to create football plays. He's a player who can play midfield, and he will use his energy and his speed and his strength to get around the pitch and more or less try and disrupt the other team's flow. He can also dribble as well, but he's not a player who is technically gifted enough, I believe, to play as a cam for our team. That is the same for Conte as well. I believe that Conte is a great player. What he does, he's a great player who can sit in front of the back four and defend and stay there. For me, this started obviously last year on the Sarri as well, but for me this season Frank Lampard has tried to continue with that way of playing where he puts Conte in a more forward role, and for me he's not able to do that to a level which this team needs, because he has not, for me, got the ability to play in a further forward position. He at times can rush his shots. He at times can choose the wrong thing to do, i.e. pass when you should shoot or shoot when you should pass. He sometimes, for me, feels a bit nervous when he's in front of goal. He tries to rush a lot of his shots, and for me this is a massive sign that he is not comfortable playing where he's being played. I feel that he will prefer playing where he plays normally for France, which is in front of the back four. As far as it goes with Jorginho is another player who I believe is a very good player in our team, and he at times plays very well, and he's able to conduct games against some teams, but I still feel he's sometimes not able to get back and defend when he goes forward and try to attack for our team, because he is not very fast, which has led to quite a few goals against our teams this year. Now, if you give him space to pass, to pass the ball, to spread the play, then he is a great player. But as before, if you put someone on him and you get someone to go to stay on him the whole game, he is someone who can tend to lose the ball. He's someone who can misplace passes quite a lot as well, and that is very frustrating, because I've said that he is someone who shouldn't be that going forward, because he is not able to get back and defend. And for me, as a midfielder, you need to be able to go forward and back. If you can go forward and you can't go back, then there's a big issue in your style of play, or in your team style of play, because there's been too many games where I've seen Jorginho this year where he's gone forward and he's tried to create for other players, and he lost the ball. And once he lost the ball, he's out of the play, because he is not able to get back and help the players defend, because he's very slow. I feel that our signing Ziyech is helpful to a lot of players on our team, because he will be able to create for the whole team basically, and that will put less pressure on players like Conte and Jorginho to try and create for our team. Obviously, we've still got players to come back, such as Ruben, but I feel that he is another good player for our team as well. But I feel as of us signing Ziyech, he is a great player for our team, because we need someone who can be able to create chances for our players up front. That's my opinion on this matter, on our son Hakeem Ziyech from Ajax. I feel he's a great son. He'll be a great player for our team, for our squad. That's my opinion, guys, on it. Alright, guys, peace. I'm out.